My name is Shazurin. I'm going to give the answer for question 1. Question 1. Explain briefly on the concept of compound interest and the list of formulas that can be used in compound interest. Compound interest. Compound interest can be defined as the interest on a loan or deposit that is calculated based on both the principal amount and the accumulated interest of previous periods. Simple interest computation is based on the original principal, which it does not change time to time, while the compound interest computation is based on the principal, which does change from time to time. The principal value increases from time to time according to the compound interest rate. Next, the important terms in compound interest. There are 6 of terms. First, original principal. Original principal is the original amount invested that denoted by P. Second, interest period. Interest period is the length of time for which interest is calculated. 3. Number of interest period. The periods denoted by N, where N equals to MT and T must be in years. 4. Frequency of conversion. Frequency of conversion is the number of interest period calculated in a year, such as annually, semi-annually, or every 6 months, every 4 months, quarterly or every 3 months, every 2 months, monthly, weekly, and daily, that is denoted by M. Number 5, the nominal interest rate. The nominal interest rate is the interest rate for a year together with frequency which interest calculate in a year, denoted by K. Finally, the periodic interest rate. The periodic interest rate is the interest rate for each interest period, that denoted by I. Finally, the compound interest can be expounded in these main forms. First, compound interest formula or future value. S equals to P, open bracket, 1 plus I, close bracket, the power of N, where S is the future value or accumulated amount, P is the principal value or initial value, I, the periodic interest rate, and N, the number of the interest period in the investment period. Meanwhile, the compound interest I is different between future value and principal value, that is I equal to S minus 2P.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Farah. Question 2A. 5 years ago, Marina deposited 5,000 in an account that pays 3.2% compounded quarterly. Calculate the interest received. In this question, the T is 5 years, P is 5,000, K equals to 3.2% and converted to decimal becomes 0.032 and M equals to 3. Using the formula S equals to P 1 minus I, the power of N, where N equals to MT, I equals to K per M. S equals to 5,000, 1 plus 0.032 over 3, the power of 3 times 5. The total is RM 5,862 and 58 cents. I equals to S minus P equals to 5,862 and 58 cents minus 800. The total is 862 and 58 cents.
Question 2. 6 years ago, Wahid invested 3,000 ringgit in an account that offered an interest rate of 6.5% compounded monthly. Today, the rate of interest has changed to 5% compounded every 2 months. He added another 2,000 ringgit into the account. What is the total amount of his money after 3 years from now? Then, calculate the interest earned from his saving. Before we calculate the interest earned from his saving, we need to find the future value from the first time he invests until now. To find the future value, we need to use this formula, which is S equals to P in bracket 1 plus I, the power of N. We need to find the future value based on the information given, which is S equals to P in bracket 1 plus I, the power of N. Based on the information given in the question, which is T equals to 6 years, P1 equals to 3,000, K equals to 6.5%, M equals to 12. I equals to K over M equals to 0.065 over 12. N equals to MT equals to 12 times 6 equals to 72. Then we can only put the information into the formula. Then we can put the information given into the formula, which is 3000 in bracket 1 plus 0.065 over 12 the power of 72 equals to RM 4426.28 cents. That is the first future value from the first time invest. Then we can calculate the interest earned from the first time he invests, which is to use this formula I1 equals to S minus P equals to 4426.28 cents minus 3000 equals to RM 1426.28 cents. Then we can move to the second time he invests, which is after he added another 2000 ringgit into the account. Before we find the future value, we need to find the new P to use in the formula. To find the P new, we need to use this formula, which is P new equals to S plus P2 equals to 4426.28 cents plus 2000 ringgit equals to RM 6426.28 cents. Then we can use the information given in the question to find this future value, which is T equals to 3 years, P2 equals to 2000, K equals to 5%, M equals to 6, I equals to K over M equals to 0.05 over 6, N equals to MT equals to 6 times 3 equals to 18. Then we can find the future value after he added another amount. To find the future value, we can use the same formula as before, which is S equals to P in bracket 1 plus I the power of N. Then we can put all the information. 6426.28 cents in bracket 1 plus 0.05 over 6 the power of 18 equals to 7461.63 cents. After that, we need to find the interest earned after he added another amount, which is to use the same formula as before, I2 equals to S minus P. 7461.63 cents minus 6426.28 cents equals to RM 1035 ringgit 0.35 cents. Then we can calculate the accumulated interest earned, which is to use this formula I equals to I1 plus I2 equals to 1426.28 cents plus 1035.35 cents equals to RM 2461.63 cents. Question 3. Explain in detail the concept of annuity and list the related formulas. Annuity is a series of equal payments made at an equal interval of time. Some examples such as shop rental, insurance policy, and installment payment, etc. An ordinary annuity in which the payments are made at the end of each payment period. Some important terms in annuity. The first one is future value. Future value is the sum of all the future value of periodic payments. The formula to find the future value is S equals to R in bracket 1 plus I the power of N minus 1 over I, where S equals to future value, R equals to equal payment or periodic payment, I equals to interest rate per interest period, N equals to term of investment. To find the interest earned or paid from investment or loan in the annuity by subtracting the total amount paid from the future value, we need to use this formula, which is I equals to S minus NR, where I, interest earned or paid, S is the future value, and R is the total payment. The second terms that we need to know in annuity, which is present value. Present value is the sum of all the future value of the periodic payments. The formula to find the present value is A equals to R in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I the power of negative N over I, where A equals to present value of annuity, R is periodic payments, I is interest rate per interest period, N is term of investment. To find interest charged or earned from investment or loan in the annuity by subtracting the total amount paid from the present value using this formula, I equals to NR minus A, where I is interest charged or earned, NR is the total payments, and A is the present value or initial value.
Question 4A. Jimmy borrows 10,000 at 6% compounded quarterly. Jimmy paid 443 and 21 cents as monthly payments. Find the numbers of monthly payment to settle Jimmy's loan. From the question, A equals to 10,000, K equals to 6% converted to decimal becomes 0.06, M equals to 12 and R equals to 443 and 21 cents. Using the formula A equals to R, 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I close bracket power of negative N over I. 10,000 equals to 443 and 21 cents. 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.06 over 12 over 0.06 over 12 and the power of negative N. Settle the bracket first and then divide 10,000 with 443 and 21 cents and then times with 0.06 over 12. 0.1128 equals to 1 minus in bracket 1.005 close bracket power of negative N. Put the log negative N log 1.005 equals to log 0.8872. Negative N equals to log 0.8872 over log 1.005. N equals to 24.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Asna. Question 4B. Hamida buy a condominium for M80,000 and she paid 10% down payment. The balance is to be paid in equal monthly for 30 years. The first installment is due 1 month after the date of purchase and interest rate is 4.2% compounded monthly. First Roman, calculate the monthly payment. 2 Roman, find the interest charge. 3 Roman, immediately after paying for 20 years, Hamida want to settle the loan in full. How much is the amount that need to pay? Hamida already paid 10% down payment. So, A is equal to RM 80,000 multiplied by 90%. A equal to RM 72,000. T is 30 years. K is 4.2%. M is 12. I is equal to K over M. I is equal to 0.042 over 12. Formula that we are using in this question is A equal to R in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I in bracket the power of negative N over I. Firstly, insert the input. Here, the A is 72,000. R is unknown. I is 0.042 over 12 and the N is negative 360. Secondly, solve the number in the middle bracket first. 1 plus 0.042 over 12 minus the answer with 1 and multiply it with the power of negative 360. The answer, divide it with I. Once you get the answer, we need to divide it with A in order to find R. So, 204.49 divide it with 72,000. In conclusion, R is RM 352 and 9 cents. I equal to NR minus A is a formula to find the interest charge. First step, insert the input. Here the N is 360, R is 352 and 9 cents, and A is 72,000. Step 2, complete the conclusion as usual. In conclusion, I is RM 54,752 and 40 cents. 3 Romans, Hamida want to settle the loan in full. Hamida already paid for 20 years. So, 20 years multiplied 12 equal to 240. 360 minus 240 is equal to 120. This is the balance that Hamidah needs to pay. Formula that we are using for this question is A equal to R in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I in bracket the power of negative n over I. First, insert the input. Here the R is 352. I is 0.042 over 12 and n is negative 120. Secondly, solve the number in the middle bracket first. 1 plus 0.042 over 12. The answer minus the answer with 1 and multiply it with the power of negative 120. The answer divide it with the I. The answer is A equal to Rn 34,451 and 62 cents.